Hey everybody, thank you for tuning in on Wonder Dad's Gaming. Great to have you all back. And sorry I'm running a little bit behind tonight, but cars are on track at Daytona. This is race number 1 of the 2024 season. So thank you so much for all being here. We're about to get started here in just a few moments. Let's go ahead and pull up a couple things. For one, I want to congratulate Kane Vandemark for qualifying on the pole at Daytona. Last week in the duels race, he qualified on the pole. Had the fastest time of a 52.6. I had that in front of me. I just lost it. 52.6 or 52 point. I'm sorry, Kane. I forgot. But anyways, he had the fastest time. Qualifies on the pole, so he'll be starting in the front row next to Matthew Karakoffey, I believe what it was. Let me see here. Yes, Matthew Karakoffey qualified P2, and he'll be starting on the outside there in the front row. So congratulations to those two for qualifying on the front row. Let's go ahead and take a look at who finished where in the duels last week on Thursday night. So for duel number 1, congratulations to Mike Presley. There was a lot of action on track, and he managed to keep himself out of trouble.
Hey, Ryan,
there was a couple wrecks during that first heat or first duel, and Mike just kind of played it safe and managed to keep his nose clean and was there when it mattered most at the final couple laps there and took away the win. So congratulations, Mike. He'll be starting P3 on that inside row. And let's go ahead and take a look at duel number 2's winner. And duel number 2 was, I'm sorry guys, hit the wrong button here. Elliott Swope. Congratulations, Elliott Swope. He qualified P4 for this Daytona race and won heat duel, same thing, whatever. He won duel number 2, so he'll be qualifying 4th and that outside row there. So congratulations, Elliott, for winning duel number 2 last week on Thursday night. Alrighty, guys. Now, lastly, let's go ahead and take a look at who won the shootout. We did a little fun race, no points, anything like that. Just kind of threw everybody together. And that was Willie Mann Jr. So congratulations to Willie Mann Jr. who won the shootout. And like I said, just a little fun 30-lap race. And it was pretty exciting there at the end. Everybody was getting antsy, and then there was a big wreck. And Jr. and I believe it was Randy Cawthon came away P1, P2. So congratulations to Willie Mann Jr. on that win last week on Thursday. Guys, let's go ahead and jump in the session now and view the cars on track. I'm going to show you the schedule real quick before we get there, though. This is the current 2024 schedule, and we're going to do 3 seasons before we head into the playoffs. And each season consists of trucks, the Xfinity Series, and the NASCAR Cup Series, or next-gen cars. So right now, we're going to start it off at Daytona in the season opening race here, and then we'll finish this truck season out at Texas on April 11th. So there is your schedule for the upcoming seasons, and we'll pull that up later on as well so you guys can see that. Like I said, let's go ahead and get to Daytona here. So let's go ahead and get to our broadcast. And looks like cars are about to get on track here, so let's go ahead and pull up the race info. Like I said, we are at Daytona for the Daytona 500. These are the NASCAR trucks. And we are going to do 75 laps here. So we'll go ahead and look at the starting grid. Now, things got a little bit confusing because when I made this session, I had a previous grid set. So everybody that qualified in the duels last week, they were going to start in certain positions, and it didn't work the way I wanted it to because people weren't able to join that didn't participate last week. So there's going to be a little bit of confusion going on as we get going here. But basically, yeah, like I said, Elliott Swope right now is currently first. We're going to have to figure everything out, so bear with me here. This is going to be a little bit confusing.
When we come off of pit road, just slow down a little bit, and we'll set the...
Looks like Zachary Ward's going to guide them to where they need to be. But Kane Vandemark will be on the pole, so we'll go ahead and take a look at that in just a moment. We'll see if we can pull Kane up here shortly. Give me 1 second. Let me find his number. There he is, Kane Vandemark. All right, Kane, like I said, is on the pole for the Daytona 500. As you can see there, right there, Kane will be starting first, and then everyone on back has got to get into positions, and they're going to go ahead and clear blacks. So unfortunately, my starting grid here is not going to make a whole lot of sense, so we probably shouldn't really run through it. But I do have the qualified positions on another screen here. So Kane Vandemark on the pole. Matthew Karakoffey qualified P2 in that 00 Ford truck. Starting third is Mike Presley, who I said won duel number 1 last Thursday. And then starting next to Mike Presley is Elliott Swope, starting in the 4th place. Elliott in that number 33 truck. Starting on back in the 5th position, you have Michael Carpenter. He'll be starting 5th. William Mann Jr. in the 29 truck. He'll be starting 6th. Randy Cawthon will be starting 7th. Starting in the 8th position is Jason Coffey. Frederick Durstock qualified 9th. He'll be starting in that 9th position on the inside row. Corey Goodall in the 333 truck. He'll be starting 10th. In the 11th position, you have Cody Wickham. And then in 12th place, you have Nicholas Winnuck. 13th will be Zachary Ward. And then 14th is Mark Ward in the number 10 truck. So there is your starting lineup. It doesn't make sense on screen, so bear with me. But congratulations to everybody that qualified, and also welcome all the new members of the 2024 Fun League. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. So right now, currently under caution as everybody gets lined up into position. There is your drivers on the top of your screen. They should be getting all lined up.
Fill in as it had you, and then I'll clear the
Like I said, we're making some last-minute adjustments here because the starting grid for this race did not work out in our favor. We had a lot of new members that wanted to join the league and race with us, so we had to make a few minor adjustments and start a new session, unfortunately. So
let it ruin it for me now.
There you go. So just bear with us for a moment, guys. We're going to go one more lap under caution before we get this race kicked off here. So just bear with us for a moment.
Yeah.
Woohoo! Pay attention, guys. Come on.
Alright, it looks like everybody's getting in new position here. Let's go ahead and see if we can look at the field.
Ready? You look down, looking at watching the duels when he ran into the back of you. That's gonna help my bumpers.
Like I said, there's Kane Vandemark on the pole in that number 6 truck. Number 56, I'm sorry, is Boss, Nathan Boss, I believe. There's that 25 truck, Glover. Number 71, Laraway here. Mikey Mixter in that 13 truck, and then the 93 is that Lang truck. Nicholas Winnuck in the 87. 67's on track here, guys. We're getting ready to go green, so I'm going to go ahead and go back to our leaders here, Kane Vandemark. So looks like pace car is just about to pull off. If I had a little bit more time, I'd run through the field one more time, but let's go ahead and watch these guys take off as the pace car gets ready to drop off. Alrighty, here we go. 75 laps in this Daytona race.
Green flag.
Trucks are underway. Green flag in the air. Kane Vandemark off to a good start. Side by side into turn 1, keeping it clean. Like I said last week, that 00 truck and that 33 truck really know how to work together. Really need to find out if those guys know each other in real life because they work together so well. Watch those two trucks. Oh, a couple trucks pull off the racing line here. Down on the bottom, that's Corey Goodall, and it looks like Randy Cawthon. Randy looked through the grass there in that Toyota Tundra. That 00 truck out to the lead. That is the 00 of Matthew. He's leading this thing. Looks like he's probably going to lead lap number 1 here. That 33 truck falls in line behind him. Watch those two trucks work together. Kane Vandemark now drops back to 3rd. '74 truck up high. That's Ryan Nesbitt. Watch him on that outside, try to make that work. He needs that 94 truck to give him a good push. see if I got the driver details showing up on screen here. There we go. Kane Vandemark in that number 6 truck. He is third back in that inside row. Let's see Matthew here. He is currently leading this thing. Matthew Karakoff in that 00 truck. Sorry, Matthew, if I mispronounced your last name. I apologize. And Elliott Swope in that 33 truck. Those two guys have been super fast last week and today. Both leading this thing. Elliott from Sardina, Ohio. Check out Ryan Nesbitt on the outside, though. Ryan, who doesn't normally run these asphalt races, does extremely well when he comes out and races with us. It's interesting to watch him and see what he can do with these guys, because normally he's out of his element here, but last week, or the week before, actually 2 weeks ago, we were at the LA Coliseum, and he went from the back to the front like 2-3 times, and he basically almost won the thing. Had a little unfortunate luck there at the end, but still came away with a top 5. Really impressive to see Ryan Nesbitt at these asphalt tracks. So far, everybody keeping it safe. No issues just yet. Everybody's kind of keeping their pace or space here on track. Lap 4 of 75. Let's see if we could find William Mann Jr. in this field here. So William Mann Jr., who won last week's shootout, running a new paint scheme. That's Mann's Maintenance on there. Pretty sharp looking truck. He was a force to be reckoned with last week in the duels. Came away the winner of the shootout. I was looking for Mike Presley, but I'm actually not seeing him. I wonder if Mike was not able to make it out tonight's race. Mike, who won duel number 1 last week, I don't see him out for the race tonight, unfortunate. Hopefully he'll be back out next week. But Mike, we're missing you, man. Wish you were racing with us. Looks like that 33 truck went up to the high side. I thought he was going to keep working with that 00, but he's up on the high line. Mike Carpenter behind him. Michael Carpenter, haven't talked about him much lately tonight, but he's in that number 5 truck from Greenville, Tennessee. He's working that outside line, trying to give that 33 truck a push to the lead. Be interesting to see if those guys can get around the leader of Matthew in that 00. Lap number 7. So far, pretty clean, caution-free so far. Looked like Kane Vandemark with a little bit of bobble there on the inside. There is a separation, though. There's the pack and the... I don't know what happened. I wasn't quite paying attention to the back pack there, but they have a bunch of car lanes separating the two. I'm not sure what happened with this field back here, but they lost a lot of ground. If they want to catch that front pack again, these guys are really going to have to work together and start drafting. They need to form a single line here, make their way back up to the front. But they're going to definitely keep falling off until they get organized. Definitely not what you want to see in the Daytona 500. Right now we're watching Corey Goodall in that 333 truck. Good old Reverend Corey Goodall from Sioux Falls, South Dakota. But yeah, watching this backpack, they really need to get together and single file and start drafting if they want to catch that front pack. Look at the gap between the two. That front pack's really checking out. Another guy we haven't talked about much lately is Eric Olson in that 64 truck. Eric was doing really well last season. in the playoffs. He basically qualified in the championship 4 race. Unfortunately, didn't come away with the win. That was Zachary Ward who won the championship last year, but Eric Olson did extremely well in the last couple rounds of the 2023 playoffs. So it's going to be good to watch him and see what he could do this season. We got a couple new members in the league. The 93 truck of Ronald Lang. Also Craig Bridge Jr. in the 94 truck from Bethel, Vermont. Just going to run down some of these names here real quick. The 71 of Jeff Larway, he's a new member in the iRacing F.U.N League. 67 of Dan Withers from St. Martin's, New Brunswick. Donald Bennett back out racing tonight. Donald Bennett raced with us last year in the 2023 season. He's in that number 30 Chevy Silverado. Justin Glover in the 25 truck. He's a new member of the iRacing F.U.N League. He's in that Ford F-150. Let's take a look at last year's 2023 championship winner. That's Zachary Ward from Homestead, Florida. He's in that number 9 Chevy Silverado. He's currently third back on the inside. Durstock up high on the outside. He was trying to make that high side line work there. I think Michael Carpenter up. Kane Vandemark and Zachary Ward now to the high side. I was just going to say Freddie Durstock up high trying to make it work, and then a couple of trucks just jumped in front of him. And Kane Vandemark now out front leading this thing. He's getting a push from his buddy there in the number 9 of Zachary Ward. Kane trying to block the inside run there. He's going to go back up high. At the line, lap 12 this time by. So far, caution free. Everybody's doing a great job of staying away from each other. It's too early in this race to make any risky moves. So you definitely want to play it safe and not make any bold moves this early on. We got maybe 1 or 2 fast repairs. So
second half, stop looking at the truck in front of you and just follow your line. Good
Donald
Lord.
Bennett though on
Looks
the
like you got
inside.
F1
He's
stuff.
right behind the leader, Matthew, in that 00 truck. Donald trying to make his way up there to the front.
Yeah,
Side by side, Kane Vandemark and Matthew Karakoffi here. Coming to lap 13 this time by. The 9 of Zachary Ward really pushing that 6 truck out front, trying to get around the 00. Let's take a look at how things are going in this backpack. I think they're starting to get single file here. They need to start pushing each other. There's not a whole lot of drafting going on. That 71 truck up high, he needs to fall in line, but these guys really need to get singled up or single file here so they can work their way up to the front pack. As you can see on screen, Nicholas Winnuck is the last car in that first pack, and then you have Glover in the 25. He's 16 seconds off the front pack. So they need to make up a lot of time if they want to catch their way back up to the front here. Let's go ahead and check out Nicholas Winnuck in that 87 truck, though. Nicholas and I have always raced really good races. We've always had really tight finishes, really close finishes, I'm sorry. Nicholas, though, great driver, though. Good to see him on track and participating in this 2024 season. Another member I haven't mentioned tonight is Mark Ward in that 10 truck. He's driving that Ford F-150. Good to have you with us, Mark. Glad you joined our iRacing F.U.N League. Jason Coffey out there in that, it looks like a watermelon truck. Jason from Greensburg, Kentucky. Good to have you out there with us, Jason. Always a pleasure to race with you too. And everybody in the iRacing F.U.N League, honestly, everybody's a pleasure to race with in this series. Oh, it looked like Durst knocked down to the inside, trying to get around them.
My bad, Freddie. Oh, I should have looked.
Kane Vandemark almost chopped his nose there. Or I'm sorry, that was Zachary Ward there, almost chopped the nose off of Freddie. That number 6 and number 9 truck worked really well together. The two of them are really good at these super speedway tracks. Just like I was saying, that 00 and that 33 truck worked together really well. These two guys as well draft each other really well and push each other to the lead. Kane Vandemark, who is currently leading this thing, he won at Daytona last year in the regular season, and I believe Zachary Ward also helped him as well get up there. But those two guys really locked onto each other, really helped each other get to the front. So definitely want to keep them as ones to watch. Watch out for that number 6 and 9 truck in the closing laps. But Donald Bennett to the high side, he's trying to get there. Let's see if Ryan Nesbitt can give that 30 truck a push to the lead. He's currently on that outside line, wants to lead a couple laps. There is some bonus points involved as well. If you can lead a lap in this series, you are going to get a couple bonus points. Trying to see if that high side will work. Ryan Nesbitt trying to give that 30 truck a push out front. And then also look behind him, you got Willie Mann Jr., third back on that outside line, trying to make his way to the front. You never want to count out Willie Mann Jr. That guy knows how to get it done at these super speedways. He does an amazing job at these tracks. Either Daytona, Talladega, he always finds himself in the top 5 in the closing laps. He's always there when it matters. And keep your eye on that 29 truck, because he knows how to get it done here.
00 pitting. 9-4 pitting this one.
6 coming this time.
Hearing chatter over the radio, looks like a couple trucks are going to start pitting this time by on lap 18.
7 pitting.
So it's going to be interesting to see our first round of pits here. Alrighty, Kane Vandemark, Zachary Ward pulls off, Ryan Nesbitt pulls off. Couple trucks stay out on track, but there's your leader in the 6 truck. He pulls off to the inside. They're going to make some pit stops.
25 pit. 71 pitting.
562 pitting.
All right, let's go ahead and take a look at some of these other trucks on track. They're staying out. That's Corey Goodall in that 333, followed by Randy Cawthon. They're staying out. Eric Olson also third back in line with this group here.
30 pitting in.
Pitting.
But currently, Durstock leading this thing. Looks like these guys are going to come down pit road and pit right now. Durstock currently leading this race. The 33 of Elliott Swope to the inside, locks the brakes up trying to get down to speed here. He's going to get around the 1 truck. There's Elliott in that 33 F-150. Alrighty, as you heard over the radio, Randy Cawthon coming down pit road with Corey Goodall and Eric Olson. Those guys are going to make their pit stops. Oh, Corey Goodall coming in hot. Hopefully he got slowed down enough so he didn't get any penalties. Checking a couple things out here. So pit stop strategy on screen there. Looks like Elliott Swope currently in the lead right now. Bennett made 5 spots, made up 5 spots on pit road. Durstock made up 9 spots. Vandemark made up 6 spots, it looks like. If I'm reading that correctly, I got to play around with some of these things here. But let's check out Elliott Swope in that one truck. There you have him in front of Donald Bennett. I got to mess around with some of these features on here. I haven't played around with them too much, but be interesting to see.
Let's go, Jeff. Let's go
Can
get
I
him.
show the fuel on screen here? Pit stop by lap. Oh, maybe it's... Okay, I'm still learning this. Oh, there's a car in the wall. Big wreck. 33 in the wall. 9 is Zachary Ward in the wall.
Anything to drink or anything like that?
Caution is out.
We got to catch up, Mark.
Alrighty, let's go ahead and
Yeah, we
check
gotta
this
take
out
the
real
pace
quick.
car and go all the way around.
So it looked like the 93 was slow up on the high side here. 93 was up in the wall. I don't know why that just popped up. Sorry, guys. So the 93 was a lap car. He was slow up in the wall here on the high side, and then the 00 made contact with him. Also, the 33 and the 9 of Zachary Ward made contact as well. Huge wreck. A lot of damage around Zachary Ward with a lot of damage. Let's go ahead and take a look at that again. I want to see Zachary Ward, what happened there to him when he was coming around. I'm not sure. I think he was trying almost maybe neck code or something there because yeah, it almost looked like a little bit of neck code. I don't think the 9 truck meant to get close to the 33. He was trying to avoid that lap car, but man, tough break for those guys. And the 33 of Elliott Swope, man, huge wreck for that guy. He's going to have to definitely come down pit road and use his fast repair. Alrighty. Sorry guys, bear with me. I'm still learning the camera angles and everything. Let's go ahead and get back up here. Kane Vandemark in the front here, in that number 6 Silverado. He's going to come down pit road maybe. Everybody coming down pit road for some adjustments.
Dan, you got to come around me. Mark Ward, come on.
Alrighty, so lots of action going on here right now.
Hitting.
Bunch of trucks coming down pit road, making some adjustments and some repairs. Like I said, Zachary Ward and Elliott Swope, I think those two guys had the most amount of damage from that incident.
Hey guys, on caution. You got to catch up to the pace car. Like, before the pit road.
So the 25 of Glover here, he is currently being scored in first. Justin Glover. Currently under caution. This is the first caution of the race on lap number 23. Kane Vandemark, though, keeping his nose clean and right there, right in the second position. He qualified on the pole today. Right now, Donald Bennett running in the third position. He is 3 back off the lead. He's doing very well tonight at Daytona. And then that 56 truck, you got Nathan Voss. He was started in the rear for this race, and he's making his way up to the lead, currently running 4th. That 00 truck, don't count him out. He's still up there running the 5th place position. I thought he had to come down pit road for some repairs, but still has good track position. So he's still got a chance to win this thing. He's still up there in the top 5. Mikey Mixter, though. Mikey's running 6 in that 13 truck. Mikey so far having a good race, staying out of trouble. Back there in the 7th position is the 94 truck of Craig Bridge Jr. That's a good looking paint scheme, Craig. I like that. Chevy Silverado. And you got Ryan Nesbitt behind him. Ryan Nesbitt in the 7th position. Looks like we're going green this time by, guys. Michael Carpenter in that number 5 truck. He's currently running 9th. Zachary Ward on the inside. He's currently running 9th. Or him and Carpenter back and forth. So Zachary Ward's in 9th. Carpenter's in 10th. Corey Goodall right now in the 12th position. But pace car is about to pull off here in just a moment. Let's go ahead and take a look at our front row here. Kane Vandemark and Justin Glover getting ready to take us back to green here. Pace car is off. Green flag back in the air, and we are underway in the season opener at Daytona. Justin Glover off to a good lead on that bottom line there, that 25 truck. Donald Bennett trying to give him a push out front. There's Matthew in that 00 truck at the bottom. He's running out 3rd. Was in 5th when we started here, now up to 3rd. That 00 truck really knows how to get up there towards the lead. Trucks all stacked up together. We don't have a separation like we did earlier in those 2 packs. Zachary Ward up the track in that high side. He's going to try and get around that 94 truck. He's going to go to the outside there. Kane Vandemark behind him. He's going to get in line. Nathan Voss in that 56 truck. He's 3rd back in that outside row. We're going to see if these trucks can work together to get up back to the lead there. Like I said, that 9 and 6 really work well together. Let's see if they can get back there towards the lead. Justin Glover's going to get some bonus points for leading the lap. Doing a great job leading this inside row. Getting some laps led here in Daytona. Nathan Voss with a little bit of wiggle on that outside. That 56 truck. Got a little loose coming out of turn 2 on that back stretch. Look at this number 9 truck. He's on the outside trying to get back up there around the leaders. Zachary Ward is your 2023 season champion. He was fast all season long. When we race these trucks, he does an amazing job. I think he won 4 or 5 races in the truck series last year. So it's no surprise to see him running in the front here at Daytona. Zachary Ward did mention he is going to run a limited schedule though this season. He's not running full-time this year. He's helping out with admin abilities and helping control the races this year. So I appreciate you, Zachary Ward, for everything that you do in the iRacing Fun League. And thanks for all the help. So far, everybody keeping it clean here on lap 27. We're coming to 28 this time by. on board with Zachary Ward there, that number 9 truck. Zach on the outside. There's a view from his truck. Kane Vandermark trying to push him to get to the lead here. Just can't quite clear the 25. Looks like they're clear this time, actually. But the 25 getting a push from Donald Bennett and that 30 truck on the inside. He's trying to hang on. That 6 and 9 trying to get clear on the 25. I don't think Zachary Ward is going to drop to the bottom here unless that 6 can clear behind him. Nathan Voss trying to give Kane a push there in that 56. There's Kane Vandermark on the outside there trying to give Zach that push. Can't quite clear the 25 just yet. Donald Bennett doing everything he can to try and get that 25 back up there. Oh, the 25 loose on track. Justin in the 25. Caution is out. Let's see what happened here. The 00 down off the track there. Dan Withers crashed. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. What happened here? Oh. Big wreck. Dan Withers. Big wreck there. I'm not sure what happened there. Jason Coffey, though, also getting hit from behind.
All right, guys, take a deep breath. Take a deep breath.
Jeff also off track there in that 71 truck. Dan Withers down pit road. He's going to have to make a pit stop here in that 67. I'm not sure exactly what caused all that or what happened there, but he's got a lot of damage. He's going to have to come down pit road.
Caution, adore each other. Talk to admin after the race. We'll figure it out.
There's Dan Withers. That's Silverado. Going to come down pit road, make some repairs. Alrighty, guys, so currently under caution. Let's see who comes down pit road. Zachary Ward currently leading this thing. Justin Glover in second. He's going to come down as well. Looks like everybody coming down this time. Caution is out. This is the second caution of the race on lap 32. There's your current leader, Zachary Ward, in that number 9 truck.
Check up, middle back. Check up, middle back.
Kane Vandermark having a good race tonight, currently running P2. Looked like Justin Glover, I'm not sure what happened to him, but he he dropped down quite a bit. Currently scored 11th. Lost some positions on pit road there. I'm not sure if he took 4 tires and everybody else took 2, but he lost some ground. '71 truck got his repairs. He's back on track, trying to get back up there to the field. That's Jeff Laraway. Sun is going down here in Daytona. The lights are on and things are heating up. It's going to be interesting to see how this race plays out in the closing laps. Not quite halfway, almost halfway in this race, so still got a lot of racing left to go. Watch out for that number 30 at Donald Bennett. He's good at these super speedways as well. Currently keeping himself up there in the front, running 3rd right now. We're going green this time by. Lights are off the pace car. Alrighty, pace car drops off the track here. We're getting ready to go racing again.
Green flag.
Green flag back in the air. Lap 33 at 75. Zachary Ward off to a good start. Donald Bennett pushing him up there. Kane Vandemark drops back a little bit. Nathan Voss needs to give him a push to get back up there to lead, but Zachary Ward back up to the high side. He gets in front of Kane. Donald Bennett out there on the bottom now by himself, getting pushed from the 29 truck of Willie Mann Jr. Donald Bennett out to the front there. Look at that big, huge run from the, getting a good push from the 29 truck. The truck, I was going to say 9 and 6 there, falling back a little bit on the outside line. Kane giving his buddy there a good push to the front, though, trying to get back up to the lead. As long as you have a good partner on that high side, you can really make up some ground. I've seen guys go from the back to the front a lot on that outside line. You just got to have a good truck to give you a good push. Number 5 and Michael Carpenter, though, off track down there on the bottom. Looks like he got a little bit of a bump. Now halfway in this race, so things are going to get real interesting from this point on. You're going to see guys make a lot more bold moves, a lot more, you know. Here's Donald Bennett on board with him. But you're going to see guys try things in the second half that probably wouldn't fly in the first half. So things are definitely going to heat up. There's going to be a lot more passes and a lot more pushes as this race goes on. But this second half sure going to heat up and make things interesting. These guys are going to want to get to the lead and get themselves into position to win this thing. Willie Mann Jr., though, in that 29 truck, he's on the bottom there pushing Donald Bennett to the front. He's now made his way up to second. Like I said, don't count out Willie Mann Jr. because he's always there up front when it matters in the closing laps of this race. Matthew on that bottom side in the 00 truck. Don't count him out. He's up there as well. Elliott Swope, though, needs to get up back to the front there. He's in that 33 truck. He was doing great in the first half. Just had got caught up in that wreck early on in the race, trying to recover from that. And then behind him in that 67 and the number 1 truck of Freddie Durstock trying to get themselves back up there to the pack. Still side by side down the backstretch, heading into turn 3 here. Not a whole lot's really separated Donald Bennett from Zachary Ward in the front row. We've still got a lot of racing left to go, so these guys do need to play it safe. Even though I said there's going to be a lot of moves coming here in the second half of this race, you definitely don't want to mess up too early. You only got like 1 or 2 quick repairs at Daytona. That's something that we implemented in this iRacing F.U.N. League. Super Speedway races will have 2 quick repairs. Every other race will only have 1, so you need to use them wisely. You don't want to use them too early, and if you just have a scuff, you don't want to use your fast repair and ruin it for the rest of the race in case you are in a wreck where you need damage repaired. So want to take it easy. A little bit of strategy comes into play here. The sun is going down. We're going to end this race in the nighttime. It's going to be interesting to see if that plays a factor in the grip on track, or tires come into play here. Temperature should drop a little bit. That 94 truck, though, making his way up there towards the front. That's Craig Bridge Jr. He's currently running 3rd. The 9 of Zachary Ward falling back with Kane Vandermark a little bit. That's just allowing that inside line to get up there. I do like the paint scheme of that 94 truck. That is pretty sharp. Ryan Nesbitt on that outside line, though, trying to get things tightened back up, trying to get these guys up front. Ryan has a good race so far in this season. He's on the high side, 3rd back in that black 74 Silverado. Like I said earlier in the broadcast, Ryan, who's normally a dirt racer, likes to come out at some of these tracks and have some fun. Ryan actually does a great job on asphalt, even though he is a dirt racer. Randy Cawthon back there behind him, trying to get this outside going. Kane Vandermark up high in the track. It looked like he almost scraped the wall there. These guys need to get single file here and really work together if they want to get up back to the lead. Outside, a little bit of wiggle there in Kane Vandermark. The 29 truck of the Willie Mann Jr. out front, 2 to lead. Like I said, he knows how to get it done. This guy is just super fast at these tracks. Always does an amazing job. As you saw there, he got around Donald Bennett. Went up to the high side, got in front of Zachary Ward, and got the run, got to the lead. It's pretty awesome watching him work at these tracks and what he can do behind the wheel. There you have it, the 29 truck leading again. Won last week in the shootout race. Now leading this thing on lap 43. Jason Coffey up here on the outside. He needs to get up there to Randy Cawthon if he wants to give these guys a run in the front here. He's trying to play it safe. He was bumped a little bit earlier in the race. No major damage to that truck that I could tell, but he needs to try and get there behind Randy. See if he can get his truck up there to the lead. I also like watching Nicholas Winuk here in this 87. He always seems to put his truck up there towards the front as well. He likes to play it safe, is what you basically need to do at these super speedways. But even last week I was watching him race, and he kind of just stayed towards the back all race long. And then when there was a wreck in the final lap, I'm sorry, he was able to get there towards the front, so he qualified for the 500. Back to Donald Bennett here on the inside, second back. It'll be interesting to see if he can get back up there to first. Looked like Kane Vandemark in that 6 truck, a little loose, going through turn 3 there. He's all over the back bumper of that number 9 of Zachary Ward, trying to give him the push he needs to get to the lead here. Zach and Kane really working together, trying to get their trucks back out front. That 30 and 29 working really well together on the bottom line there, or inside line. Oh, there's a wreck. Wreck in the field. Caution is out.
Caution.
Big wreck in the back part of the field. I was going to say Zachary Ward at the bottom leading this thing, but caution is out. There is a wreck. Let's go ahead and see if we can take a look and see what happened there. So let's go ahead and take a look here. So it looks like, where was that wreck? So Eric Olson crashed along with.
You were so not clear.
Hold on a second here, guys. Let me just take a. Alrighty, so here's the replay. So it looks like Nathan Voss maybe got loose here. Hold on, let's go ahead and back that up, guys. All right, let's see what started this. So Nathan Voss down, why does that pop up? Sorry. So Nathan Voss down here on the bottom. I think the 71 came down of Jeff. 71 came down. He wasn't quite clear. And there you have it right there. The 71 came down, and Nathan was there. So Nathan had nowhere to go. But he came down the track and made contact with Nathan. And then the 25 here, kind of sorting this thing out. The 25 of Justin, he was the result of what happened earlier in front of him. Let's take a look there again. Sorry, guys. I don't have good camera controls. I'm still learning broadcasting, so bear with me. But there you have it. So looked like Corey. I think what happened was Justin checked up right here. He sees the 71 wrecking in front of him, and he goes and checks up right here. Corey Goodall still on the gas is going to nail the 25 from behind, and that's what's going to send the 25 up into the wall. And that's what happened. And then everybody else wrecked behind him. Big wreck, though. Alrighty, guys, let's back to the front here. A couple trucks down pit road for some repairs. Zachary Ward's still leading this thing. Unfortunate for Jeff. He's down pit road with some major repairs. Also, the 25 down pit road, Justin Glover, he's down pit road making some repairs as well. Corey Goodall also had to come down pit road for some repairs, involved in that. He's just here so he doesn't get fined. But look at this guy in the front leading this thing on lap 49. This race is winding down. Zach is so good at these super speedways. I think he said he's going to retire if he wins this thing. It would be interesting to see what happens. Kane Vandermark, though, keeping himself up there towards the front. He's currently run second. Donald Bennett back here in the third position. Doing a great job all race long, staying up there towards the front. Back behind him, you got Ryan Nesbitt in that 74 truck. He's staying up there in the front. He's running fourth. The 00 of Matthew Karakoffi, he is running fifth. That is your top five. Randy Cawthon, though, on the outside of the top five, looking in. He's back there in that 31 truck, running sixth place. And you have the 94 of Craig Bridge Jr. He's currently running seventh. William Mann Jr., I'm not sure what happened here, but he's lost some spots. I'm not sure if he took tires or had to do some repairs or something. But lost a lot of ground. He was up there leading this thing. Zachary Ward, just before the caution came out, got to the lead. He dropped down in front of him, had a good push from Kane. Dropped down to the inside, was in front of the 29. But as you can see on track, William Mann Jr. lost some spots. Now back to the seventh position, it looks like, as he gets stacked back up. Jason Coffey down here, he's currently running ninth, trying to stay out of trouble and see if he can get there towards the lead as this thing winds down. We're currently on lap number 50. Jason running ninth. Nicholas Winnuck is running in the 10th position. Nathan Voss, who was involved in that wreck earlier, he was didn't really have any. It was no fault to him. He was staying down there on the bottom of the track. I think he just. The 71 came down a little bit, unfortunately. Nathan was there, but he was involved in that as well. I don't really think it was a 56 fault, though. But Nathan currently running 12th. Dan Withers back there in the 67. He's currently run 13th. Corey Goodall currently running 14th. Eric Olson currently running, Eric Olson currently running 15th. And then Jeff Laraway, he's currently running 16th. Durstock running 17th. And Michael Carpenter running 17th.
Green flag.
Alrighty, green flag back in the air. Kane and Zach side by side this time. I bet you if they had the choose cone, these two guys would have chose the inside or outside, would have worked together, but they got separated from how they stacked up. But Zach down to the bottom, he gets put in front of his friend there. Looks like Ryan Nesbitt to the high side. He needs a good push from Randy Cawthon in that outside. Oh, Donald Bennett up high to the outside. He's trying to get back up there towards the front. I don't think he quite cleared the 74, though. He does get clear this time now. The 00, though, he's getting a rocket push from the 94 to the front here. He's now up to
Yeah, in the future, even though you got to
the
check out,
fourth place position, trying to get around that
I've had
30
to use a
truck.
couple of those black
He's
flags,
third
I
back
guess.
in that
It's
inside
annoying,
row.
It is what it is.
25 laps to go, though, in the season opener at Daytona. Who's it going to be? We're going to find out here shortly. 24 laps this time by. Donald Bennett up to the high side, trying to get a push from the 74, but not quite. Couldn't quite get the push. I don't know if he was clear there, but the 74 dropped back. I think he checked up. And then look at the 00, though, to the high side, trying to get a good run. He needs someone to give him a good push. Donald Bennett there now to his bumper, trying to get him up there. Hey, Moto Hysteria, thank you for the comment I saw on the stream here. I appreciate it. You guys are more than welcome to comment anytime tonight. Okay, the chat is not showing, unfortunately. I can see the chat on my end, but if you guys want to leave a comment or anything during the race, feel free. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I didn't see it till just now, but thank you guys. Sharon Laraway, go 94 and 71. Excellent broadcast. Thank you for the comment as well. I appreciate it. There you have the 71. He was involved in that caution not too long ago, a few laps back. He is currently running 14th, trying to make his way up there to the front. And the 94 of Craig Ridge Jr. Craig's doing really well. He's currently up to the third place position. Like I said earlier, I like that paint scheme on Craig's truck. Well, it'll be interesting to see if Craig can win it. The 6th of Kane Vandemark really pushing that 9 out there to the front, trying to get him up to the, keep those two guys out front. The 00, though, of Matthew Karakoffey trying to get back up there. Donald Bennett trying to work with him on the high side. Nicholas Winnuck making his way up there to the front. Winnuck now in the top 5. Willie Mann Jr. goes up high, gets around, looked like his buddy there in the 31 of Randy Cawthon. Sorry, Randy. Drawing a blank here. 29 truck up high. He's going to pull in line behind Donald Bennett in that 30. Let's see who can get back up here to the front. That 00 needs a good push if he wants to lead this thing. Laps to go this time by. This race is winding down. I would say it's still a little early to make a move as the laps go down. I would say I would start making my moves probably within 10 to go. 20 laps to go. I still think you got a lot of racing left to go. So I wouldn't make any risky moves just yet, but you're going to see guys make a lot of moves with 10 laps to go. I think that's when you want to start pushing it. Corey Goodall, though, looks like he's in a very good position here tonight. He's down there in the 11th position, looking towards the top 10. Just on the outside, he was separated quite a ways back earlier, but I think after that caution came out, he's made his ground up a little bit and came back to the top 10. Jason Coffey just behind Corey there in that 7. Alrighty, back up here to the front. That 00 truck trying to make his way to the lead here. Donald Bennett doing a great job trying to give him the push. Those 3 trucks up high have been fast all race long. They got to really work together if they want to get around those 2 fast trucks, the 6 and 9. Those 2 guys are going to be tough to beat tonight. You're going to have to really push and get someone out front. Really work together if you want to get around that Zachary Ward and Kane Manamore.
Pick a lane.
Tempers are rising, and things are going to start getting interesting here. These guys are going to start getting antsy pretty soon. They're going to want to get themselves into position, and if they're not in that top 5, that's striking distance in that top 5. If they're not up there, they're going to start making some moves. It'll be interesting to see what happens here in the closing laps. 17 laps to go this time by. Everyone wants to be up front in the closing laps, and it's going to be tough. And when you're not up there, it's going to be tough. You're going to need to find a partner, work with them, and get yourself into position. Ryan Nesbitt up high. Looks like he's going to lose some ground. I'm not sure what happened there, but he pulls up the track. Looked like he almost got in the wall there. That's going to allow Corey Goodall to get up 1 spot. Corey moves into the top 10. Ryan falls back to 11th. There you have Ryan Nesbitt on the high side there.
Sorry about that back there, Justin. I wasn't paying attention. Hit the wall.
As you heard it from himself. Got it in the wall there. Gonna lose some spots. Durstock down there trying to make his way back up front. He had a really good race going last week in the duels. Be interesting to see if he can make his way back to the front here in the closing laps. We got 15 laps to go. Jeff Larway in the 71 trying to make his way back up there. Matthew Karakoff in that 00 truck really trying to get around that 9. He needs a good push from William Mann Jr. on the outside line there. The 2 of them really working well together. We'll see what they can do here. It's going to take a lot of teamwork to get around those 2 bottom trucks on the inside row. Oh, a bunch of trucks down on the inside making some pit stops. Looks like Dan Withers, he's down pit road in that 67 truck. Also Mark Ward, he's down pit road. Durstock in the number 1 truck, he's on pit road as well. So far, these leaders are staying out. No pit stops just yet. Mikey Mixter down pit road. Mark Ward down the bottom of the track there. Going to let these guys on by. Let's see what Zach's going to do here. The 0-0 of Matthew Karakoffey now leading this thing in that bottom row. William Ann Jr. on the outside, though. Don't count him out. He knows how to get to the lead. He's got his friend behind him in that 31, Randy Cawthon. We'll see if those two can work together and get back up there. That 31 of Randy, he needs to work with the 29 truck. Let's see if these guys can make their way back to the front. 93 here of Ronald Lang. He gets back up to speed. I think this lead group here has enough gas to make it to the end, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens. They might have to make one more pit stop. So as you saw earlier, a couple trucks came down pit road, topped off with fuel. Right on board with Matthew. The 29 and 31 hanging on that outside row, really trying to work together to get up to the front. Just can't quite do it, not just yet. 10 laps to go. This is when you got to start making moves if you want to get up there to the front and get in that striking position. There's probably going to be one more wreck before this thing's over, and you just got to time it right and keep yourself in a good position to finish this thing. It's still anybody's game. These two trucks you see in the front row may not win this thing. The 0-0 and 29, they may end up getting involved in the wreck, or someone further back might come up and steal the show. If you ever watch these super speedway races play out, it's not over until the last lap. Usually someone makes some crazy moves and something happens, and usually anybody from 5th on back can still have a chance to win this. So it'll be interesting to see what happens here with 9 laps to go.
Zero pitting.
6 in this time.
A couple trucks going to make their way down pit road this time by. As you can hear the radio chatter,
Zero pitting.
you're going to see a lot of trucks come down pit road, top off on fuel. Like I was saying earlier, you can't make it to the end from this point. They're going to have to come down pit road. Eight laps to go. There you have it. Trucks pulling down pit road. Couple stay out. Looks like William Ann Jr. stays out, but Zachary Ward, Kane Vandemark, Nicholas Minook, Matthew Karakoffey, Donald Bennett all down pit road. But the 29 and the 31, they stay out on track. They're going to lead this thing.
31 pit.
Looks like the 29-31 are going to pit this time by. Corey Goodall also back there. He's staying out with these guys. He's running third. Ryan Nesbitt run fourth. Jason Coffey also up there. He's run fifth. These guys are going to have to come down pit road. They need a good, quick, fast pit stop to keep themselves in the top 5. It'll be interesting to see where the second group gets cycled through here. Let's take a look to see what happens here as they go down pit road.
Hold it down there, Mark.
Alrighty, back to this other pack here. There's Zachary Ward, followed behind Donald Bennett back there.
He said he's trying.
These guys getting back up to speed on the backstretch. This is 6 laps to go this time.
He is.
Kane Vandemark leading that group now. Five laps to go at the line here. Let's see where that 29's at. So here you have Willie Mann Jr. with Randy Cawthon getting back up to speed here on the bottom of the track. They're going to merge back up. Here comes that other pack, though, on the high side. Let's see where they get stacked back up there. That was a good, clean pit stall by the 29 and 31. No mistakes. Looks like they're going to maintain their position on track. The high side, oh, maybe they're going to lose a little bit of ground here. That high side, Kane Vandemark, though, really fast. They're going to get around the Willie Mann Jr. and Randy Cawthon here. So down at the bottom of the track they go. I'm sorry, it's 5 laps to go this time.
We're not going to catch them too wide, boys. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys heard that on the radio, but guys, they need to get single file here. If they want to work together, they need to get single file, work together, as you can see right there. If you're double wide back in the pack, you're not going to get up to the front.
Thank you, thank you.
There you have the 6 and 9 trucks working together again.
Push, push, push.
4 laps to go this time. This race is winding down. It's going to be interesting to see what happens here in the front of the pack. But also, is anybody else going to have a break here? Still anybody's game. Ryan Nesbitt back there at the tail end of this front pack here. He still has a chance to win this thing. Anybody in this front pack has a chance. Nicholas Winuk down on the bottom, pushing the 00. That was Kane Vandemark.
I got loose, bro. Thanks for the shot in the ass. Long season to be doing that stupid shit.
Two laps to go at the line this time. Kane Vandemark on the high side, still side by side with Matthew Karakoff in that 00. Nicholas Winuk really giving that 00 push on the inside row. He's doing a great job working down there. He's really working with that 00 truck, trying to get to the lead. seeing if they can work together to get around that 6 and 9 truck. Like I said, if you want to beat that 6 and 9 truck, you really got to have a good partner giving you a good push out front. All right, white flag is out. This is the final lap. See who's going to get it done here. Nicholas Winuk looking to the inside, trying to get around the 00. He's giving him a push. Not sure if he's trying to get around them or if he just got a little bit of a wiggle there coming off of turn 2. But he's pushing that 00 hard. Is it going to be the 00 Matthew? Is it going to be Kane? Oh, they're wrecking! Oh, Nicholas Winuk gets through. 29 down the inside. Oh, they're wrecking everywhere. Nicholas Winuk down at the bottom of the track. Who is it?
Stay on the bottom. Stay on the bottom.
93.
Oh, Corey Goodall. We need to back this up. We need to take a look at that one more time. Corey Goodall is being scored as the leader. That was insane. Like I said, you can't count anybody out. It looks like Corey Goodall down on the bottom. He's going to get around these guys all wrecking. Willie Mann Jr. wrecking, and Corey's going to keep his truck clear, and he comes away with the win at the line. Congratulations, Corey Goodall, with the win. Man, that was nuts.
Boy, Corey, got you one.
Corey Goodall with the win. There you have it. There's your unofficial race results.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations, Corey Goodall. Burning it down here at Daytona. Corey gets his first win of the season. This win's going to lock him into the 2024 playoffs. Alrighty, guys. Like I said, there is your unofficial race results. Corey Goodall being scored first as your winner. Donald Bennett second. Randy Cawthon third. Nicholas Winuk, who I thought almost had a shot to win it, but he got clipped there towards the end. He finishes fourth. Michael Carpenter finishes fifth. Nathan Voss finishes sixth. I'm sorry, I was listening to the radio here. Looks like the 94 truck finishes seventh. Jason Coffey finishes eighth. William Mann Jr., who I thought also was going to win it, he finishes ninth. Eric Olson finishes 10th. Kane Vandemark finishes 11th. Unfortunate for Kane and Zach, because I thought those two guys had the best trucks all race long. But like I said, it's anybody's race if you've ever watched these Daytona races. So Kane, unfortunately, involved in that late race wreck there. He finishes 11th. Ryan Nesbitt, who I thought was having a good race all race long, he finishes 12th. Zachary Ward finishes 13th. Laura Way in the 71 truck finishes 14th. Durstock in the 1 truck, 15th. That is Mark Ward in the 10 truck. He's 16th. Kara Coffey, who was in position to win in the last lap in the 00, he finishes 17th. And then the 67 of Withers finishes 18th. Justin Glover in the 25, 19th. Elliott Swope finishes 20th. There you have your results on screen. All righty, let's see if we could pull up Corey Goodall into the booth here. Hey, Corey, it's David up. Hey, Corey, it's David up in the booth. You got me? Hey, man, what a crazy finish to that race. Tell me what was going through your mind as they were wrecking all around you coming to the line.
Straight to the apron. Thought, all right, we got a top 5 here. And then I saw them start to get together coming before the pit entrance, and I was just trying to get as low as I could. I was just watching it. I almost got into it.
Man, I was watching that. I was like, all right, this is going to be anybody's race. I was not expecting that to end the way it did. I thought the 00 truck or even Zachary Ward or Kane Vandemark was going to have this thing wrapped up. But man, it just seemed like it was one wreck after another, and just I couldn't believe you came away and avoided all that carnage there and came away with the win. So how do you feel though, getting your first win of the
Hey,
season and
Freddie.
locked into the playoffs?
That is nuts. I did not expect it either. You know, I was just hanging out, wanted to get a good finish and survive. And I guess in plate races, that's survival is the name.
Heck yeah, man. Well, I'm happy for you. Congratulations. What a way to start the season. And hopefully we'll talk to you soon and hope you have a good season this year.
Hey, thanks a lot, man. Thanks for the race.
Yep, you're welcome, man. Alrighty, guys, there you have it. Let's see if we could pull up anybody else here in the booth. Who do we have second place right now? Donald Bennett, is he in here? Hey, Donald, stay up in the booth. You got me? Donald, you there? Hey, Matthew, stay up in the booth. You got me? Matthew, you there? Alrighty, let's see if we can pull up one more person here. Hey, Randy, it's David up in the booth. You got me?
I got you, man.
Hey, man, what was going through your mind as the last couple of wrecks happen around you?
Man, I was just praying I could get through it, but just one bump too many, couldn't do it. But hey, I'm happy with third, man.
Yeah, man, I couldn't believe I thought the Kane Vandemark and Zachary Ward had the two trucks to beat. They had themselves in positions there, and also the double zero. I thought those guys were going to win this thing. I saw you working with your buddy there, William Mann Jr. I thought you guys were going to get up there towards the lead, but man, you managed to get around that late race wreck there and finish third. How do you feel about finishing third in the season opener?
Oh yeah, no, I mean it's good to start up towards the front anyways, so don't have to come back like I did last year. But no, I mean me and Bruce are always gonna work together at these speedways, but the side drafting was just terrible out there tonight, man. We couldn't. There was no middle lane. There wasn't nowhere to go, so just had to kind of stick it out.
Yeah, speaking of the side draft, man, I couldn't believe like some of the passes and decisions guys were making. It was crazy. Like you really had to work with someone if you wanted to get around that 9 and 6. I saw you working with Bruce there towards the end, and man, I can't believe how he gets himself in position to try and win these things every time we're at these super speedways. But it's awesome to see that you finished top 5. Unfortunate for him that he finishes outside there. He finished back there in the 9th place position. But man, I just want to say good luck the rest of the season. Thanks for coming out and racing with us, and we'll see you next week.
All right, sounds good, man. Appreciate you, David.
Yep, take it easy. Alrighty, guys, I think that's going to do it for tonight at Daytona. Thank you, Randy, for talking with us. Thank you all for watching the race tonight, and we'll see you next Thursday. Let's see if we can pull up the schedule real quick. So next week, Thursday, we are going to be, is it Atlanta? I could be wrong here. I think I had the wrong schedule. So there you go. Atlanta. It is Atlanta. Okay, I wasn't sure. Wanted to make sure. Next week on Thursday night, we'll be broadcasting as well. So thank you, everybody who watched it. Don't feel free to leave a comment. So everybody that left a comment, Moto Hysteria, Sharon Laraway, thank you. I appreciate that. I will try to comment and talk to you guys as the race goes on. I didn't catch it earlier, but thank you so much for coming out, leaving a comment, and saying hi. And we'll see you guys next Thursday. There's your schedule. Thanks for tuning in, and y'all have a good weekend. Hope you all had a good Valentine's Day, and thanks for watching the stream. We'll see you next Thursday. All right, guys, have a good night. We're out.